Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Joy Show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning at 4:45 a.m. Here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Guys, today we're talking about one love, and my heart is heavy this morning. Just been reading about the black people primarily killed, murdered in the Jonestown massacre with cult leader Jim Jones, and just looking at pictures of the people. 918 people died. As I go and stroll through these pictures, at least 800 are black people. Kids 7 months old, 9 months old, 13, 16, 87-year-old black sisters. I mean, it's very difficult to see that. And yet today's show is about one love. I've been thinking a lot about one love, thinking about people who've done me wrong, who've hurt me, and looking for a better way to deal with that, to deal with them, and to view them differently. Then I'm doing some research for my book, and I'm looking at the Jim Jones massacre. Jesus. So maybe it's the best time to talk about this show, because I'm really in it right now. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com to see about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. Let's just dive into the topic. So we're talking about one love today. And point one is that everyone is a part of the one love. You know, if one love is real, if one means one, then one means everybody. And that's a tough teaching. Jim Jones is a part of the one love, is a part of the thing that connects us all. That's just a tough teaching. You know, racists are part of the one love. Donald Trump is a part of the one love. That's just a very tough teaching for me. I'm sure other people as well. And how do we reconcile people like Donald Trump or Jim Jones with the concept of one love? I'm not really even sure, to be honest. My best attempt is to say they just aren't conscious of their one love, so they act in opposition to it. And, and the consequences oftentimes for black people are horrific, because we are the least protected, especially our young black girls and black people in general, least protected. Our lives are valued the least, so we are more susceptible to the violences of America and of other countries. But we live here, so this is the country I know the best. And so point two is then, again, practically, how does it look to reconcile with a Donald Trump or Jim Jones? The only way that I can think of to do it, and what I try to do in my own life, is just to work on being the one love myself, being about it myself, and seeking guidance and wisdom about how to deal. I mean, this is a tough teaching that Jim Jones is a part of the one love. Seeing all the pictures of all those black people in his church, So everyone's life is valuable, but as a black person, you see 16-year-old, 13-year-old children, old grandmas, 87-year-old, murdered, following this fool to Guyana. So painful. Seeing those pictures, and especially now, you know, this is not the time people want to hear about no one love in the middle of social justice, Black Lives Matter movements, which I'm certainly a part of and major supporter of, obviously. And also a spiritual being who's very serious about the world of spiritual phenomena and know that it's real and know that there is just one thing. And to deal with the consequences of people not acting upon their one love identification, upon their one love reality, meaning, you know, for those of us who are about one love, who are living it, at least putting our best foot forward up into it, we have to also live in this world where people are not respecting, and people actually look at this as weakness, you know, and look to exploit those who are about one love. Or if we're black, look to shoot us dead for jogging or carrying Skittles, for breathing, for being in our cars, for driving, walking, running, Skittle eating while black. You know, and oftentimes it's just hard to love. I mean, love is the wrong word. To see them as a part of the one love, right? So
which goes into point three. That is our work. You know, the ancient Egyptians, they call themselves Kamau, or the black people. They're from they call it Kemet. They call it Egypt Kemet, the land of the blacks. They had a philosophy that said, know thyself, although the Greeks have, and white historians, frankly, have tried to attribute that idea to the Greeks. They call it the Delphic, I think the Delphic, it's just some lie, oracle or something like that. I mean, I don't even remember those types of lying facts. But it's an ancient Egyptian idea, which is documented. I'm sure the historians must know this. It's all over the place. But anyway, so part of knowing the self is that knowing that God, the one thing, the one love is inside of you and inside of everyone. It connects us all into this one unified field of consciousness that I just call one love, or you can call it Yahweh, God, Jehovah, Jesus, whatever is your nomenclature choice. But it's just a hard teaching, and to love, to see those who are violators as a part of this crew of a universal field of love. And the, again, way that I do my best to deal with it is just to go inside and keep working, keep seeking guidance from the primordial energy, the internal power that is God, that is one love. And I'm so grateful, as I said to my friend Tazan today, that I have meditations, that I can access this ancient, because my system of meditation is the Kemetic system. So it ties me to my ancestral history. It's a black meditation system. It's the oldest that I know of in terms of as being a meditator, in terms of its roots. And it's just great to have that, to be able to access that ancient knowledge so I can know myself, you know. So that's it. You know, let's honor these Jonestown victims. I'm going to do what I can do, just to, yeah. So be safe. Peace and blessings.